I gather as well, several high-profile people are being interviewed or to be interviewed in relation to the investigations into the killing of Melissa Silvera. And I gather the line of inquiry being pursued is whether they tampered with the crime scene or assisted in the covering up of the crime scene or tampering of the crime scene.
RymeNation family, I'll go and say some peeps back with another video. So the police are stating that Jolyan Silvera is not getting no preferential treatment. That is what they're saying. And the inmates were always at the same place where Jolyan Silvera is. We're planning on starting a riot, RymeNation family. They must state the former St. Mary Western MP got to sleep on a sponge the size of a single bed, RymeNation family. Right? A size of a single bed. He might get a sponge to sleep on the size of a single bed, RymeNation family. And the inmates them have to sleep on the ground or them sleep on cardboard. And the police them must say such man I get to sleep on sponge. So the police them must say the sponge wasn't specifically given to Silvera. So how come him get sponge? Because him not get no preferential treatment. They must say the sponge was for another inmate who left the sponge there in the cell, and it wasn't specifically given to Silvera, but Silvera get the sponge to sleep on RymeNation family. I tell you, this man high up in a society, and even if he might get preferential treatment, them now come forward and saying get preferential treatment, RymeNation family. But the inmate them a tell lie. The inmate them a liar. The inmate them did a plan to start a riot, RymeNation family. So like the inmate them a tell them. You prefer believe the inmate them more than believe the police them, because the police them get money to cover up things more while RymeNation family. I mean, say the inmate them not tell a lie. Have you just pick sense out of nonsense? So I have the article from Jamaica Gleaner. I'm gonna read the article. And if you guys are new to the RymeNation channel, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. Leave a like on the video, leave a comment as well. And whenever you guys subscribe to the channel, help the channel to grow and help YouTube to push the channel out there. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. So I'm gonna read the article now. Police say no preferential treatment for Silvera. The commanding officer for the police division where Jolyan Silvera is being housed has dismissed claims that the former lawmaker is getting preferential treatment. Several detainees at the Kingston Central Police lockup threatened to stage a riot on the weekend after Silvera, the former St. Mary Western Member of Parliament, got to sleep on a sponge the size of a single bed, which was in his cell while they, as usual, slept on the ground, sources disclosed. Silvera was placed in a high-security cell at the downtown Kingston Police lockup after he was charged on Friday with killing his wife, Melissa. According to sources, the sponge was not specifically given to Silvera. Other prisoners were using it before and left it there, one source explained. Senior Superintendent Beresford Williams, head of the Kingston Central Police, confirmed that a sponge was removed from a cell during a major operation on Saturday, but bristled at claims of special treatment for ex-lawmaker turned murder accused. There is nobody getting any preferential treatment. Everybody is sleeping on concrete and cardboard, to include Mr. Silvera, Williams told the Gleaner. The Kingston Central commanding officer said he was not aware of any planned disturbance by detainees. It was initially reported that Melissa Silvera, a graduate of the University of Virginia in the United States, passed away peacefully in her sleep at her home last November. However, during an autopsy that was conducted 3 weeks later, 3 bullet fragments were found inside her body, suggesting she may have been shot 3 times, police sources disclosed. Her death subsequently became a murder probe and was handed over to the Major Investigation Division of the police force. Jolyan Silvera is expected to make his first court appearance this week in the Home Circuit Court on a voluntary bill of indictment, which allows prosecutors to bypass a committal proceeding hearing in the lower parish court. So this RymeNation family, that is the article from Jamaica Gleaner. So them I say Jolyan Silvera is not getting any preferential treatment, but the inmates are stating that he is getting preferential treatment. So right about now, RymeNation family, we're gonna move on to our next topic. So yes, RymeNation family, we have a video from Cliff Hughes, but before we make you take a look on that video. So right now it is alleged that some top officials are being interviewed, if not supposed to be interviewed, in the ongoing murder case of Melissa Silvera. RymeNation family, some top officials are being interviewed, if not supposed to be interviewed, in the ongoing murder case of Melissa Silvera. RymeNation family. Remember in the RymeNation family, when we forward out and I tell you, say the policeman was one of the persons that were first on the scene, took pictures of the crime scene. RymeNation family, allegedly. I'm put it out there, allegedly. He took pictures of the crime scene, and the pictures that he took is very vital now in a RymeNation family. Is very vital in the ongoing murder case. So this is a vital evidence, RymeNation family, in the case. Remember they tell you no, say a policeman take picture at the crime scene, and such man did a bad up the policeman because the policeman take the picture at the crime scene. And then again, remember me did tell you no, say this man get help to clean up the crime scene. RymeNation family, don't be surprised, if you hear say somebody else get charged and Jolyan Silvera get more charge, because remember the police them found out and say the room where Melissa was murdered in allegedly was rearranged, and it seems like them tamper with the crime scene. So that means that them tamper with evidence. RymeNation family, them tamper with the crime scene. The room was rearranged, set up different after it seems like in the room that the murder go down. Remember me did forward out and tell you all about this. And then again, me did hear say allegedly they were trying to pay off a doctor for write up say she died of natural cause, but the doctor never did take the money. Allegedly, RymeNation family, allegedly. So it seems like because nobody now take the money, write up say she died of this. You see me? It seems like him not get nobody, so at that mash him up. If him did get somebody to write off it, then won't do the autopsy on her then. But remember the policeman did take picture of the crime scene, and the same policeman allegedly did say him want them to do an autopsy on the lady, on Melissa, because it seems like him go up on the crime scene and see something different. We don't know if you see because remember, them did say she died not natural cause, she died in her sleep. So I have the video from Cliff Hughes. I'm gonna make you know. Watch the video. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section and tell me what you think. And remember if you like up the video, if you haven't subscribed as yet, please do so. Whenever you guys subscribe to the channel, it helps the channel to grow and help YouTube to push the channel out there. So remember to subscribe and remember again, RymeNation family, watch the video to the end.
The Melissa Silvera matter. Yes. Today is what? Today is Wednesday, the 24th of January. I gather that the murder accused, the former MP, Jolyan Silvera, is being scheduled to go to court tomorrow. He's been a resident, or should we say a visitor, at not Her Majesty anymore, His Majesty's pleasure, in a lockup, in a jailhouse, somewhere in Kingston. Yes, for the last several days, having been incarcerated last week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today, 6 days. And I see a report where it is being suggested and denied, that he's been given preferential treatment. The other inmates or detainees have to be sleeping on concrete. He has been given a sponge, while the others have to bounce it upon the cold concrete. The police superintendent saying, no, not true. The sponge wasn't provided to him as any special arrangement. It was always there and was being used by the previous detainees. Yeah. Well, I gather he's due in court. He's to be taken before the courts tomorrow. And, boy, I gather as well, several high-profile people are being interviewed or to be interviewed in relation to the investigations into the killing of Melissa Silvera. And I gather the line of inquiry being pursued is whether they tampered with the crime scene or assisted in the covering up of the crime scene or tampering of the crime scene. That is the line of inquiry that they are to be questioned in relation to. One of those being a current member of Parliament and senior member of the People's National Party. And I gather two former MPs, also of the PNP, are to be questioned, or should we say interviewed. One is currently overseas and is being told to make himself available ASAP back here for an interview. Yeah. Remember when this story took that dramatic turn in December? It was being suggested that there was an attempt to cover up. Well, you heard Fitzbailey in that media conference last week saying that no, there was no real attempt to cover up. So if there was no real attempt, then it could have been incompetence. Incompetence by the first policeman who went on the scene, the sergeant from Stony Hill. But it is also being made clear to me that that police sergeant took a photograph of the crime scene. And that photograph is proving to be very, very crucial in saving the day where the killing of Mr. Silvera is concerned. Because it is that photograph that he shared with his fellow officers that provided the crucial spark to the investigation. Yes. And ultimately led to the police refusing to give permission for the body of Mrs. Silvera to be cremated. Because if the body was cremated, we wouldn't be here today. There would have been no post-mortem or nothing to do a post-mortem on. So, no cremation was permitted because to cremate a body, you have to get the permission of the police. Yes. So no cremation was done. One other interesting bit of fact where this matter is concerned. You remember some years ago, the young, leave that alone, leave that alone, leave that alone. But in due course, in due time, that may enter the public square.